Hello, geeks and zombies. I'm Drake, and let's review stuff. All right. Um, so basically, I'm basically gonna talk about my opinions on the episode. Because it's gonna be a lot if I, go through the whole entire episode. I know that's what Justin does, but first off, I just wanted to try a different approach, and second off, I'm gonna just do the top 10 moments first. Alright. Not really top 10 moments, but you guys get what I mean. Some of the major moments. Alright. So, some of the major stuff you need to know. Anarchy. He was the main villain for this episode. He was the one that captured Dan Firth's character's daughter. Dan Firth is the woman playing the old friend of Oliver's parents, right? And she decides to run for mayor, right? And of course, the Anarchy character decides, we need to stop her because this doesn't need a mayor. And so he starts taking down. He captures her daughter. He gets kicked out by Damien Dark because Damien Dark's like, that's not cool. Which is weird because you think a villain really wouldn't care. If you're willing to kill, adults, why would you not be willing to do the whole kidnap thing? But you know what? Whatever. Right, so the Anarchy character, you see the symbol appear at the end of the episode, which is teaser, obviously. Alright, so another thing that's kind of important for Arrow and also Flash is Damien Dark will be crossing over. You will see him either in the Flash and Arrow crossover or just in a Flash episode in general. So just look out for that, which you should definitely be watching both anyways, but whatever. Right, alright, yeah, and in the flashbacks you see that he got rid of the wig, which is kind of a good thing. It looked really weird. And you see he encounters the Darren Bullets Creek character, which he is from a comic book, but he and the TV show will have really nothing to do with the comic book character. It's just going to be his own character, kind of like Felicity. Felicity had a little bit of role in a comic book where she got her clothes ripped off. Yeah. So they kind of just made her into her own thing. And, obviously it didn't turn out well. At least I didn't think it turned out well. Surprisingly, Arrow has a lot of fans. I mean, I'm not saying I don't like it. It's just, obviously it's not like actual comic books and Arrow that I like. Whatever. Alright. So at the end of the episode, one of the teasers is you see Sarah's dead body, right? And that's kind of a big moment because they really did go on editing. I don't know how they did that, but it really looked like a dead body, right? They didn't make her look normal, right? It wasn't just literally her there with just a little bit of makeup on. They literally made her skin be shrunken down and stuff like that. So they made her look like she was actually in the ground for a couple of days or weeks, actually, right? And so they are taking her to the Lazarus Pit, right? And and one thing to know about Lazarus Pit, which you know about Thea. I mean, Thea is going crazy in this episode, and you see it even more when she lights Anarchy on fire. And so you see she's losing control slowly. And because they had to bring her back from the Lazarus Pit. And so that's what they're going to do for Sarah. But the thing about the Lazarus Pit is the longer you're dead and you get revived, the more you go crazy, right? So Sarah's been gone for a couple weeks now. I mean, Thea was only gone for not that long, and you see she's already on a little bit crazy, so there's no telling what's going to happen to Sarah. Right. And finally, one of the last things I have is Mayor Oliver Queen. This is straight out of the comic books. What happens in the storyline is Oliver Queen decides, all right, I can't. He gets rid of the Green Arrow mantle, right? He gets rid of all his money. He's like, all right, you know what? I can't save this city anymore by being the Green Arrow. I need to be its mayor. I need to do it without being a vigilante. And so he does. He becomes mayor. He fixes the city, but then he realizes, you know what? Maybe I should go back to being the vigilante. So, yeah. So the episode pretty much is. It's a solid episode, you know. I'd give it a 6 out of 10, maybe 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. Obviously, it's still far from the actual comic books, but then again, the comic books are a lot like the TV show now, so I guess it kind of is. You see that goofier side to them, but I want it to be more goofier, But all in all, I didn't hate it too much. It's still enjoyable, on its own. Yeah, and so, take a look at it.